The United States has paused all immigrant visa applications as the Trump administration tightens immigration restrictions. The State Department says consular officers are undergoing additional training to ensure applicants are thoroughly assessed, including whether they could become dependent on U.S. public assistance. Applicants with scheduled interviews have reportedly had appointments cancelled and are awaiting new dates. The move is part of a broader crackdown on immigration, including tighter visa rules and increased scrutiny of applicants' social media histories. Immigration lawyers warn the pause could cause major disruptions for applicants who have already spent significant amounts of money on the process. To discuss this, Global Affairs Analyst Bolu Michael-Biyi joins us. Thank you for being here. What is your thinking as to what's driving Trump administration's decision to pause these immigrant visa applications?
All right. Thank you very much for having me. It's always a pleasure to be on the news. I think the administration is pausing the application for visa to roll out new, stricter for consular officers. They want to ensure that they can consistently reject applicants that they suspect might want to seek recourse to Americans' taxpayer public funds, and those who might seek the U.S. public assistance. I also think the pause is to allow the State Department to kind of synchronize all their embassies globally with new guidelines. Over the past few months and even the previous year, they've been having back and forth in terms of their fees, in terms of the policy. Today, they are accepting visas. Tomorrow, they are not. There are rules changing for B1, B2, all sorts. So they just want to take a deep breath to halt the system and reset the entire process so that they'll stop tweaking. And they want to ensure that there's some level of stability and synchronized process across the board, across the embassies. And it will impact Africans. It will impact people from Latin America and also Asia. People from these three regions of the world tend to be the ones to get the big blow when it comes to these visa applications. So they are going to be stricter, and we'll see what comes out of it in the coming weeks.
I mean, immigration lawyers have shared concerns about applicants with scheduled interviews who have also spent a lot of money in the process. What are the implications here for them, mid to long term?
Okay, just imagine a scenario whereby a person has their maybe wedding planned, and maybe a week to the wedding, they just cancel their visa. It's quite traumatic. It imposes some direct financial and economic loss on people in similar categories. So some applicants, they spend months, several months and years gathering their documents. They pay all sorts of fees. They travel from long distance, only to face last-minute cancellation because they don't even have a guaranteed new date. And it's a whole ball game when it comes to cancellation. If it's a rejected visa, there's a clear path. The path is clear. But cancellation, it leaves everything, the applicants in limbo. They're unable to plan their lives. They're unable to plan their careers or their movement or their family vacation and all that. And that undermines the credibility of the system, because people will be asking questions. If we can't manage ordinary visiting visas, how can we trust the system for permanent visa, for vacation and much more long-term visas, even citizenship? So it is not a good reputation for America in terms of their system. They are not known to be this unstable. The credibility has plummeted in the past few months and years, and the government cancelling appointment after years of preparation, rules changing overnight. It erodes the trust of the entire country, especially its legal immigration pathway.
I mean, the courts have given reprieve in some instances. Who knows? Perhaps it will step in this time around. We'll explore that maybe in a subsequent conversation. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.